Hey everyone, I'm Rather Incoherent, back with Operation Ceremonial Giant. It's a very difficult sabotage mission with the Frost Legion Battalion sitrep, meaning heavy Frost Legion troop numbers to be deployed on this mission. I think that means that all the pods are Frost Legion themed and they might all be plus size, like this is the Frost Legion equivalent of Show of Force. That's my expectation at least. I'm not 100% sure what it is. As for what I'm doing to deal with that, I brought 6 units with flamethrowers. If hard countering exists in XCOM, I've found it. This is it. As for the other 2 units, it's one that's able to skulljack for intel because it's an easy mission, as well as healing all my sparks, and it's an infiltrator. And if you haven't been watching recently, I think infiltrators are the strongest unit in my entire roster right now. Between their natural power with the Helix rail cannon, multiple rockets, overdrive to use rockets as blue actions and get 3 action turns, and then bombard protocol on top of all that, and combat protocol, not that it usually comes up because there are so many other strong things they're doing, but yeah, the unit's just incredible. Anyways, I think it's time to go light up the Frost Legion. This should be a stomp. But what's the saying again? Pride is a slow and insidious killer? I don't feel like that's the case this time. I feel like in this case, Pride is daring to announce to XCOM that you're bringing nothing but fire vulnerable units and daring me to counter you. Anyways, let's get into the mission. All right, back corner of the map like you do. Big open town, plaza with an objective. Let's get moving forward. Let's figure out where we're planting the bombs. All right, we have a frost pod, a heavy turret. Heavy turret hardly matters. It's actually much harder to deal with than the frost pod, though. Purifier, Lancer, Captain, Mech. I feel like I've been dealing with this same sort of Frost Legion pod for a while now. They've got to be close to teching up to the next tier of stuff for Frost Legion, but they're just not there yet, and they're still fielding this. And that was scary as shit like a month ago, but right now, especially on this mission, not so scared. Let's take a blue move here, see if we see anything further out. Nothing. I can easily get to full cover here. They're probably not patrolling hard at me, but if they are, I'll be fine, right? Like, it's not going to be a big deal. Keep moving forward, see what we see. Nothing new. Get on the cover with him. Where is another combat engineer? I know I've got more. This is fully stocked. That's fully stocked. Running over here puts you kind of far away from everything. Instead, I'll just stay up top and overwatch in case they do sprint onto us. I think that's the plan for the infiltrator as well. Since Soldier just gets here and overwatches. Now, as for the Pioneers are always very, very awkward because they have massively increased detection radiuses. Like, as soon as it jumps down. Yep, as soon as it jumps down, exactly. I can drop 1 here. That's as far forward as he can go. And then, same deal here. Oh, you're not a Pioneer at all. Hi, I forgot about you. You can run forward to here. The Pioneer will be taking your spot, though. They are very slow and very big, and everyone sees them coming. It's kind of funny. Now, Frost Legion, I would encourage you to walk away. Oh, hey, the turrets have teched up. That's not the basic turret. That's the heavy turret. Boys, you are making a mistake. You don't want to do this. You don't want to walk to that tile. They did it to themselves. All right, I guess it's time to go. I was kind of hoping to, you know, not pull on the first turn of the mission, especially with Beagle watch pulls. I don't think they're taking shots since they all scattered. I think when you do a Beagle rush shot, you don't move at all. Okay, easy peasy. There's an Overwatch from a Frost Lancer, and that is it. Dread Mechanism, may you please blue move before anyone else does anything, because I need to make sure I can get these guys away from the Frost Purifier. What glass broke just now? That was really scary. Where'd that glass come from? I don't know what that was. Oh, was there a display on this previously and now it's broken? Maybe that's it? I don't really know what that was. My flamethrower does not reach, unfortunately, but your flamethrower is not the one I was planning on using in the first place. Now, if I blue move all the way back to here, what's my flamethrower look like? Yeah, that's the flamethrower I wanted. I need to be sure that mech in the back is dying. If I blue move it here on Harlequin, does my flamethrower reach? Hot damn. Let's start with this, because it absolutely has to happen. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of white. That's a lot of bright. A lot of mysterious sound effects. Gotta love the white screen bug. Let me save and load. we're back. The white screen is gone. I think I actually do use overdrive this turn just to deal with the heavy turret. I don't want to, but there's no good way to deal with the heavy turret other than just pumping at least 2 rounds into it from here. It's looking like just 2 rounds, so that's nice. That makes us safe to a lot of positions we previously wouldn't have been safe in. Now, can we see the mech? Sadly not. We can still finish the mech with Bombard Protocol, but there's probably other easier ways to do it. I can definitely just kill it with another flamethrower here. I would like to use a shotgun instead if I've got the accuracy to do it, which I very well may. Let's take a look. It's only a 67, but 67's like reasonably solid. Let's first see, now that we've finally done enough to move out the way here, what this does. It should just kill them all, because one of the purifiers dies, explodes, kills the other purifier, kills everything. Just chain reacts to all dead, like you do. Oh, one of the purifiers is actually still up. Look at that. I have a tech specialist here. Oh, the tech specialist has guaranteed kill, and that is a blue move. Yeah, we take combat protocol. That'll be it. Silly me. I just keep forgetting blind alphas on the mission. And that'll be a mech wreck for me as well, provided that we do get loot from this mission. But I think that this is a mission where you evac and you don't get loot, unfortunately. That just leaves the captain. I believe I have you up here with the 66 to kill him outright. Ah, damn shame. I have a basic gun here that hits quite hard, but I don't have a way to move anywhere near the captain. I can easily flamethrower him, I know that. I can throw one of my mini grenades at him and just kill him that way. That seems like the best deal. Like, I don't need these grenades. I have so many more grenades than I can possibly need on this mission. I'll jump down and run to here. Just get as far forward as I can without pulling more tiles. As for you, similar vein, just move a little bit further forward. Don't pull any fog. One combat engineer unused. I'm just going to run forward in Overwatch. Sadly, we have left our infiltrator fairly far behind, but they can just like reload and bombard protocol with infinite squad sight, so who cares? Looks like we don't even have to worry about that this turn. Is there a time limit of any sort? Oh, here they come. Hi, guys. Frostmech, triple Frost Droid, Frost Legion Hardliner. Haven't seen one of those in a long time. We're getting to the point where we're entering new force levels where I've never gotten to test a lot of these mods. The first thing I want to see is this the unit I think it is? Frost Mark, Frost Micro Missiles on a normal biological looking unit, yes. And it's got a fairly scary rifle with 75 aim. The big thing is that it's vulnerable to blue screen rounds. It's technically a robot. It's a little bit of a weird guy. It's easy to not be sure what he is. Now, because of all those robots, I'm nowhere near in range, unfortunately. I am very close to in range. Let me run forward first on Fiber Giant. And I'm willing to take the overdrive to try to get in range, right? Because I want to say, yeah, it's got a good chunk of range there. I'm going to take overdrive. The tile is the curb. Easy enough. Because I want to try to use the blue screen canister here. That looks very, very tempting against all of those robots. Oh yeah, and obviously I didn't need to count where it was because that's not how the game works. It's interesting that they still appear to be in fog of war and this doesn't hit any of them. Damn shame. That could change with a rocket though, right? It could just be that the cover's protecting them. So I'm going to take reload rocket up here because it's a very good rocket as well. I'm not sure why it looks like they're in fog of war. This might require a save reload. Oh, the hardliner's behind the turret. I didn't notice that. Well, I'll get everyone else, right? Maybe. How's it looking now? I'm going to save reload. I don't know what's going on with that line of sight. What do you mean you're pulling? Oh, hi, guys. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the pod I should have vision of. I'm going to save and reload. All right. No, they're still just like basically in fog of war, mysteriously. This seems like it should hit them, but it's not highlighting anything in this direction at all. Which leaves me very spooked and not wanting to do it. There's a pod on the objective informing me that I should not be running this way. Can I just like run into the open on combat engineers and deal with this? It seems potentially very, very possible. Like, flamethrowers have very good range. Oh wait, now that you can kind of see this, what's this tell me? Yeah, I don't know. The map's just absolutely buggy as shit. One second, I'm gonna look up how to tell what parcel of a map I'm on and uninstall the map mod this is from. I couldn't quickly find instructions on how to tell what mod or even if it's base game for this map. So instead I made a save. If anyone in the comments can instruct me on how to troubleshoot this, how to look into what mod this came from, I would love to hear it. But for now, I'm gonna get on with it, buggy nonsense and all. So I was running forward to test a flamethrower. It was a pretty good flamethrower. It's a tile off of what I really want. And those frost droids are easy to kill from other units as well. You're out of actions. Dread mechanism can't really do too much. He can run forward, overdrive, and then get further in than we did on Fiber Giant. I think it's worth. Just running through fire to show off to the Frost Legion. It's kind of BM. Any day now. That animation takes so long. Alright, now... Oh, there's another Frost Legion pod there. Well, it's a good thing the Pioneers are in the front. So we're not going to be killing the hardliner. It's much better to hit these two. Frostmech is most definitely going to be up at the end of the turn, right? 3 health, definitely. I think I'm just going to sprint here on one of my combat engineers, because there's not really a good place for them to be. Don't have anything great there. I can just kinetic strike the spark, or the mech rather, which seems like the best move I've got. Gonna move further forward to do it. If you could land this, I'd be really appreciative. Thank you. Oh, that actually pulled this. Well, it's time to put that whole Pioneer tanking thing to test, huh? Trial by... No, it's definitely not trial by fire. It's the complete opposite of trial by fire. Run out in the open in this direction to make sure that they can see you. Because they need to see you. I've got a hack on a tower now. The 100% small alien alloy cache is nice. Hopefully I'll remember to do that before the mission ends. Not really important right now. I'm going to blue move and shoot whoever it is that I have eyes on. 49% on a frost droid. It's not like I'm doing anything else. Unfortunate. Hopefully that car goes on fire at least. Nope, not that either. Since this is already pulled, I'm now free to run forward though. It's not all bad. And being free to run forward means I'm free to flamethrow this line. It doesn't kill though. Rouse does less damage, but that still looks like it kills on those units. Because fire vulnerability with minimum 3. Oh. Fire vulnerability did not quite do what I was hoping it would. Gotta wait for this guy to yell. Thanks. With all the cars here, I wouldn't mind Hail Marrying a rocket into this. Yeah, that just seems good. Do that. I think this should chain explode and get the cars killing this Frost Droid, hopefully. Not quite. It did kill something. It killed Frost Droid, Frost Purifier, and a random civilian that happened to be in the area. Now, there's not a great position to run to here. I can obviously just swing wide. I can Hail Mary another rocket like this. It seems like a very good rocket. I'm doing it. Like, they're not in great positions to do anything else. So, yeah. Frost Droid down. The other guys are still up, unfortunately, but hey, we killed something. All right, good luck, Pioneers. This is going to be a lot. Oh, they're just immune to the Frost Micro Missiles. That's very sad. He's not going to be immune to that. Thankfully, blast padding. So, it takes a couple more grenades to do anything. I don't know what this Frost Droid is doing. He ran into a very interesting direction. I should just be fine, right? 3 to 4? Holy shit, what do you mean 6? What part of 3 to 4 hits for 6? What are you talking about? I don't think the extended unit flag is rating Frost Droid veterans correctly. It's very scary to know that that information can be wrong. Also, I'll take it, but that seemed unusually good. Oh shit, they don't shred. Frost mechs are not just better mechs. Oh, Frost Legion Spectre, you say? I don't like that. That didn't look like it had anything to do with normal Spectres. I think we're fine. The Frost Zombies are obviously a hassle, and having 3 combat engineers chilled and unable to advance really does suck, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't think this is gonna get anything done. Well, if he explodes on me, he might like shred my armor with that, I guess. Oh, well, that's even less than the nothing I was expecting. Can you unload a gun psionically on a robot? I don't know. It looks like you just did nothing, so I'm guessing you tried and failed. Oh no, he was doing the bond thing. I'm just very dumb. I'm not sure who you missed, but you definitely missed one of them. Okay, you missed the combat engineer. Micro missiles on my own guys wouldn't be a problem. Hit for 4, thankfully. They don't appear to be hitting for substantially more than that says they should. No, I assume that the freezing field is going to stick around. I need somebody with eyes on the Spectre to tell me how he works. He has Frost Rend, Frigid Pulse. Frost Rend is just sort of straightforward. I understand that one intuitively. Frigid Pulse is just an attack, it looks like. Oh no, that's a Spectre. That's Frost Shadowbind. He has Teleport, Frostmark target. What's Freezing Field? Snapshot and damaging, freezing and damaging those foolish enough to remain within. This is a Spectre and a Codex and a Templar and a Frost unit, just all mishmashed together. After it rends, it automatically parries. It has the regenerating leader shield. It doesn't trigger overwatches. You're a bitch and a half, aren't you, dude? Now, lucky for me, my units don't need to stand in cover. They've got a blade of health. And unfortunately for you, you're vulnerable to this type of damage. So we're gonna just stop this right now. This is not gonna continue. This should be out of range. I wish there was a clear indicator on tiles which ones were in range and out of range. This looks very, very obviously out of range to me. Not quite able to get it thanks to the, what do you want to call it? The frostbite? The bitter frost? That was on the right tile, wasn't it? No. No, it wasn't. Well, he's out of cover. Get out of the frigid field. Take your 61 shotgun and be sad about it. Someone will manage it. It's fine. It's fine. What's the best flamethrower I've got right now? If I'm targeting the mech, I can also get the Frostroid Veteran. I think I'd rather get both Frostroid Veterans and the Hardliner. You know what? This seems like the time for Bombard Protocol to go off. But where is the question? I might need it for the Spectre. Does anyone have an answer to the Spectre? I don't think either of these have blue moves. Thanks to my range nerfs, I will not be able to hit from here. Blast Canister might, but it won't be a guaranteed kill. Quick check, somebody with a gun that has range. Well, I guess not you. But regardless, I can still click on him and F1. You don't appear to be vulnerable to blue screen. That's very important. I've got a rocket into all of this as well. I'm gonna drop this on the Hardliner and those two. And then I'm gonna shoot a rocket into them as well, and we're gonna see what the Common Engineer needs to do afterwards. You didn't quite animate that, buddy. You tried, but... There we go. It looks like we got the Frostroids. Just the Hardliner that's left, huh? Don't really need the rocket anymore, it seems like. I can't quite get a rocket that'll grab this Frost Mech and the guy beneath him. But if I drop this Frost Mech, that'll deal substantial damage and line them all up for a flamethrower from Paragon. So that seems very good. I don't think they'll quite be dead, but it will be very, very good. Yeah, to get them all, I'm going to have to move. Not necessarily. I'm already very flankable. What's the point of not moving? Yeah, I think I would actually just rather move to be further away from the things that can flank me. Now, it's a huge pull, and it's a very hard mission, but also, I just brought the units to counter this, right? Like, flamethrowers are very good against nothing but units that are weak to flamethrowers. I can run here on Dread Mechanism. This should be able to take out at least the Frost Mech and the Frost Shield Droid. I can get the Hardliner instead, that's obviously better. Try it. Good hits. Alright. We don't have Combat Protocol here anymore. You're still around, it's just you and the tech spec. Well, that sort of narrows it down, doesn't it? Oh, we don't actually have the options I thought we did. There's nowhere to run to here because it's just a nightmare zone now. I can get down to here and that'll at least give me a shot on the Purifier as opposed to nothing. We're obviously not dealing with the Spectre this turn. That's just the way it is. Not happy about it. It's not what I wanted. Oh, wait. We have Haywire Protocol. Oh, it's on the drill. And I was briefly very optimistic it might be on someone I cared about. I have a 57 on the Purifier. Seems to me like I should be coming over here and shooting a Flamethrower. That's easily the highest throughput we're getting out of Fiber Giant. What is wrong with this map? What are you talking about? I'm gonna take a second blue move to the other side and see if this gives me, because I have reflex action. Can I see now? Am I allowed to shoot them? Thank you. I can go for the Sectoid instead. It probably won't kill. I don't feel threatened by the Sectoid. I'm gonna be honest with you. I care way more about these guys. 11 in burning, 6 in burning. Still both up, unfortunately. Haywire here is a 71 of shutdown. Alternatively, I have a 57 of kill there on a unit that does actually represent some threats. I honestly think 71 to shut down here is more valuable. What's it gonna do if it succeeds, or fails rather? It just gets more aim and defense, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, aim and defense, who cares? Try. Good job. I should have believed and tried to take control of it, apparently. That will at least remove an enemy briefly, and if we get good burning rolls, it could die. That would be nice. Probably won't happen. So there's a lot of stuff just able to move. 5 burning, huh, Hardliner? That's a rough life. 3 burning is pretty good, but not actually doing anything. 3 burning is really good. He's dead. I didn't need to shut down him, apparently. 5 burning again. Yeah, burning deals tons of damage to Frost Legion. They just usually don't get to live long enough to see it happen. Unfortunate. He was definitely getting full cover from the spark that punched him. 31 is comically low. Oh, wait, I think these guys are permanently in half cover. I think that's what it is. I think they always are in half cover because of the shields. That's how they work. I could be mistaken. It could just be a defense value that's roughly simulating that. But I don't think it was cover from the spark. You're burning, so you shouldn't... Oh, you can't actually do the thing. That makes sense. That's fine. As long as he doesn't get focus fired and killed, like, I've got plenty of combat engineers. They can take wounds. And that's a bad one. That's Rowdy Harlequin. She's not even a sergeant. Fuck her. I don't care if she dies. That's not sour grapes. That's just facts. Oh, you're choosing to shoot me. Not only am I immune to cold weapons, but that weapon literally cannot deal enough damage to get through the armor. Unfortunately, it did hit on the further back unit that was less likely to deal damage that I think actually was a wound. This is a valuable lesson about not pointlessly going out to fights because you think you counter them. And because you have the power to take the fight. Oh, can we kill him? Maybe this time? Hey, there we go. Bad routing. You definitely should have control click to move around, man. Oh shit, between the eyes. That's incredible. All right. Down to 5 active. They still have the Spectre. I don't like that. I'm very much out of mobility here. I've been bitter chilled several times, or bitter frosted rather. I don't know if it's lying to me or not about this not hitting. How long is a normal flamethrower? Oh, it's like 1,000,000 tiles. He is in full cover at like the end of it though. Just throw the grenade. It's a shame I was blind, otherwise I might have missed. There's a Frost Purifier there. I don't want to be next to him when he explodes. So I'm going to go here and see if I can't just shoot him from max range. That's not even max range. Do I have a blue move? Nope, I do not have reflex this turn, so I'll just take the shot. I'm pretty sure I'm out of range. For a second, I thought somebody else had died, because I don't know. I just got really worried for some reason. You're not getting anywhere. Just get in cover. It looks like everything inside of the Infiltrator is dead. That checks out. I literally can't even blue move in division. I can blue move forward and drop a repair on somebody. Doesn't really seem relevant. Just gonna sprint forward. The Frost Shield Droid is probably dead. The Sectoid is not probably dead. The Frost Priest could be chipped down by anyone with a shotgun in line of sight, which Rowdy Harlequin has from this tile, so take it. All right, Frost Priest handled. Droid probably burns to death, so we want to take the flank shot on the sectoid. We don't have a flank shot on the sectoid. That is fake news. I think we have a reflex action that it's not showing us. That yellow move went out so far, right? Yeah, we have a reflex move, which means we can get to point blank and shove a flamethrower in its face, and that should handle, you know, most stuff. There's another pod? Wait, what were you showing me? What was that? What was flying around up here? What are those? I think there's another pod, and the game seems unclear on whether or not I pulled. Yeah, I guess it is a very difficult mission. There could be, is that a 4th or a 5th one? I think it's a 5th one, right? 21 divided by 4 would be like 5 units each. There's no way it's 21 divided by 3. I've noticed they were all pods of 8s. That's already blown up or safe to sprint forward, but I mean, I've thought that before and had glitched out missions force me to reload the turn. It's already blown up, I believe. Why would I believe? This map has been so glitchy. Why would I believe? That was a bad decision. Anyway, run over. And it looks like that was our last move of the turn. The last 2 can easily burn to death. That's 1, that's 2. And there are still aliens. And they're up here. I can see the gremlin. I don't know what the gremlin means, but I can see it. I'm gonna blue move back here and pick this up and hope it doesn't somehow pull. Lyrium core, 8 alloys. All right, everyone's at the objective. We're all Overwatch. Come and get me. Don't see them yet. And they didn't do anything. I'm gonna plant the X4 and then just Overwatch again. I feel like this rings the dinner bell and they all come to fight me, doesn't it? Oh, my goal is to leave. Yeah, well, screw you. I don't care. We're gonna go fight them. That pulled. Good. If I decide this is a horrible mistake, we can just leave. That's just... What do you mean? What do the gremlins mean? Look, I'm just gonna drop the evac zone here and run Fiber Giant into it. I need to know. What do you mean, gremlins? What does it mean?
Location confirmed.
I'm not leaving. I'm hitting end turn. I have to know. Hey, there is a pod. It's just like literally not where the gremlins are. Do you have gremlins? You don't have gremlins. What are the Oh, there's a gremlin. It's the Frost Technician. Thank you. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to know what you were talking about. I mean, we can kill them. Will we even take wounds if we try? Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and edit out the gratuitous violence that I did not need to participate in. They all died. My Pioneers padded their stats. My audio sounds really different right now. I've updated my sound settings since recording this. Videos will have this new audio setup in about a week. Anyway, back to past me. Well, that was a fun, different mission. Definitely not as easy as I thought it would be. But Frost Legion's finally teching up. They've got the hardliners, they've got the specters, they've got the veteran droids, which can just like deal magical numbers of damage. I'm very worried about that. The wounds on the Pioneers don't matter. The wounds on the low-ranking combat engineers don't matter. That's basically a woundless mission in my book. Who got the MVP? It was Fiber Giant with 8 kills, 46 damage. Checks out. He also got to stay at the end longer than everyone else. Let's get on with it. Also, not a picture of Fiber Giant. Same picture you use incorrectly for someone else, I think, as well. As we get back, we have promotions on both of our Pioneers going up past Knight to effectively Lieutenant, also known as Cavalier. Smells like Team Spirit's really good. It makes Fumigate, my Discord, not yours, it makes Fumigate get rid of mental ailments and gives you more med sprays. That's not what this unit is for, though. I'm not using it as a medic. That's so far from the case. Roaring Flames is really good. Just 20% crit chance. And the Lightning Strike's incredible. It is a free action punch. I believe it also comes with a move. So, like, yes, it's incredible. Minor kinetic plating is the reason this unit's gonna never die. Every single time a unit misses him, it'll give him 2 armor. Or 2 health, rather. 2 ablative health. And you have so many shots that miss your Pioneers. Like, if 5 people shoot at him, sure, 3 hit him, and 2 don't. And that is tremendously valuable. The amount of health you get from minor kinetic plating cannot be overstated, and getting that on both of these Pioneers is tremendous, because now I'm not afraid of them dying going into the late game. Anyway, we also have 2 more promotions. Both of these guys got mangled a little bit, but it's not really a big deal, and now they're sergeants and not complete trash. As Sergeant Combat Engineers, they'll both be taking Roust. I hope they make good use of it in the future. In terms of the loot, we got 8 alloys. That's still not nothing. We got experience. We increased the region income. Mostly we did it because it seemed like a fun mission. Total Halibut's an overseer now, too. That's a lot scarier on a combat engineer, I think, than it is on many other classes. Combat engineers are never on Overwatch already, and they're usually fairly close with a shotgun to their enemies. So right now it's mid-June. June is the 4th month of the game. Going into like double-digit force levels, starting with like mid-August, if you have pioneers going on missions without kinetic plating, they are just so likely to die. Having that minor kinetic plating is absolutely tremendous. It's the difference in them being able to continue tanking and not. That is a critically important perk. Anyways, let's go back over to the engineers, and when we get there, I'm going to check because I have one more thing I'm supposed to do. Wait, no, Den Mother and Giant Titan, rather, are both already out. I don't know if I have any covert ops I need to schedule. There are 15 days left in the supply drop. Feels like we've done more. We're still at 23 ready. That's a big part of why I was willing to do that mission. I just felt like I had the manpower to spare. Especially because a lot of the people who are ready are soldiers that I don't want to send on hard missions, right? I don't want to send out corporal combat engineers on difficult missions, but to counter Frost Legion, like that's something the soldier's doing that otherwise it would never get to do. I'm definitely not sending out a second Hunt the Chosen mission. I'm going to sit on my laurels for a second and get this engineer. Oh, it's the Frost Grenade. That's so sad. So this is not the original Frost Grenade. I don't remember what mod exactly it is because the Frost Grenade has been affected by so many mods at this point. But there are multiple different mods that made the Frost Grenade into a normal craftable grenade. Then that recipe was made so that you discover it with the experimental grenade and you can build it normally. And now the Frost Grenade that is a normal crafted grenade. And then after all of that, the buildable Frost Grenade I now have is balanced because it's actually trash, because it inflicts bitter frost like the grenades that were being thrown against me, and not just instant 2-action stun, which was nonsense. I believe there's a higher tier frost bomb that might still inflict freeze. I don't know. We'll find out together. It didn't ask me to assign anything else. Does that mean that something is already queued? No, it's just tricking me. Let's go put something in. Is the repair bay currently full? If we go to engineering, it is full. Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to put him right back. Okay, there's no one else that needs repairs, but at the same time, I'm worried about the possibility that it could happen. Still, I think I make the repair bay once I need it and not a second beforehand. We could build an exosuit. We haven't built any of those yet. They are very, very good. It would give rockets to our normal soldiers, but there are not that many soldiers that really are like hurting to have a rocket that really fixes their problems. Now that we have that Frost Grenade, we can do Bitter Frost Protocol by using that as an ingredient for this. We can build cryolators, cryo launchers, Bitter Frost rounds, Bitter Frost grenades, the Bitter Frost bomb later, Warhead later, Frost Weave but later, the Bitter Frost canister for our mechs, and the cryolator. All of that sounds cool, but you know what that doesn't do? It doesn't counter anything. Blue Screen rounds was similar to Bitter Frost Protocol, but it made mechs solvable. There's not like a bunch of fire units weak to ice where this is solving a problem, so I don't really care about this nearly as much. Instead, I'm going to roll the dice on another grenade. And we'll keep scanning with this engineer. I believe this is the extract mission for an engineer. Yeah, Dr. Ting Chow. We have shoddy intel, that's fine. Assassin could very likely be here, it's probable. Checking out the squad we set up, it's Lieutenant Sonic Serenade, who has volatile mix and a shard gun she's ready to carry. We also have a combat engineer with another shard gun, and then a bunch of corporals who have not seen much combat. Revolver Ocelot, Wretched Phoenix, Cryolite Commando, and Rampant Mystery, all of these are fairly new soldiers. I'm not even sure if Revolver Ocelot's in the thumbnail yet. I don't think he's ever been on a real mission. But there's a first time for everything. I believe that this team is going to be fine. They do have Sapper, Combat Engineer, Marine, which is a very strong core. They have field support to keep that Marine loaded. Having a field support is tremendously impactful for a Marine because normally area of suppression is not that good, but with a field support to reload your gun after you take the area suppression, it becomes tremendously better. The Marksman has an anti-material rifle that does make me feel a little bit better. With the exception of Rampant Mystery, all of these guys are at enough experience that I expect them to promote to Sergeant after this, so that's nice. Plebeian's going to be staying a Sergeant, and of course Sonic Serenade is not breaking Lieutenant. We so far have not gotten anyone over the Lieutenant threshold, and I've never talked about this in my campaign, but the mods I have to rebalance things for 8-man squads, one of the changes I make is because there are more enemies in the pods you're fighting, you actually do get more experience faster than you would in a 6-man campaign. As a result, I increase the experience cost to level up. So if you're thinking that my units are leveling up surprisingly slowly, that's part of why. I've lowered the amount of value you get from assist on every class, and I've increased the amount of experience you need on every class as well. But anyways, I'm done for now. I've been rather incoherent. Hope you've been enjoying XCOM 2 with me. I've been having a blast. Next time, we're going to finally start fixing this engineer problem we've had all game. We're a few days from scanning one. We have an extract mission to get another one. It will be so nice. I've never had a lower engineer game than this, and we're finally going to get through that. And that's sort of the last thing that's going badly for XCOM. In about 20 days, XCOM's going to finish bridging tech for Gauss. We're going to have more engineers than we've ever had before. We're going to be going into a month where our roster wasn't dying the previous month, where we were actually safe to do all the missions we wanted. I think we're entering into the mid-game in a very, very strong position. I think this is set to be a campaign win. But there's a lot of play between here and there, so let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. For now, I'm done. I've been rather coherent. You've been having a good time with me. I'd appreciate it if you could go ahead and like the video, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It really does help the channel grow. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.